Anna, back for another video. Whew, someone had coffee. But for those of you who are new here, I'm a holistic nutritionist who helps people find balance one video at a time. And in this one, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 spring wellness tips to get started right now for better energy and a better mood. So let's get started. All right, guys, it is the springtime, but did anyone notice? Because I didn't. If it didn't start getting hot and sunny outside, I literally wouldn't have noticed because we've all been practicing self-quarantine. And with that said, it can be very easy for us to feel less in tune with nature because we've been indoors. So I thought that this video would be a great one to do because a lot of these habits that traditionally our ancestors have done in accordance with nature and in response to the spring to either celebrate it or to live in alignment with it for survival, it can also help us with our mental health, with our energy, and with our emotional health. And I think that there's no mistake in that. I think that, or I know that our bodies, our human bodies, have not evolved in like over 1,000 years, but our environmental surroundings have dramatically over just the last 100 years. And as a result, we've taken on a lot of new habits that are not necessarily in accordance with nature or within the natural rhythms of our body. But if we can stay more aligned with that, that can help us drastically with so many things. And by the way, this video is sponsored by the Align Life Planner, which is a planner that I created, so it's sponsored by me, but I just dropped my phone. Sorry. But all of the tips that I am recommending in this video and that I'm bringing up come from the Align Life Planner. Now, this is a planner that I created myself, and it has seasonal wellness guides within it. So this is the spring seasonal guide. There's winter, fall, and summer in here. And the Align Life Planner is a planner that I created to help you stay aligned with nature. When you are going through your month and you want to reflect on what are some things that my performance over the last month has created for me? What are things that I want to let go of? We can do that and we can reflect with dedicated pages for that in accordance with the full and new moon through full and new moon ritual pages. And when we want to figure out what seasonal foods are out there, there's a whole list of them in the seasonal guides, along with a lot of the tips that I'm going to be bringing up in this video. So if you're interested in learning more about the Align Life Planner, along with all of the astrological events that are also in it, be sure to check it out. I left a discount code below and you'll be supporting a creator like myself. So let's get into the video. All right, so in traditional Chinese medicine, it is actually completely normal and it is a part of just daily and yearly life to practice detoxification, especially in the springtime. And this is because when we look to nature, we are getting ready for rebirth, for a brand new fresh start. A new life is being manifested, new love. So in accordance with nature, it's no surprise that we have the norm of spring cleaning. We're cleaning our space, we're clearing it for a fresh new start, along with the fresh new start that we're seeing in nature. And in traditional Chinese medicine, it is believed that physical and emotional detoxification and health are intertwined. And what I mean by that, and what we see in even psychology, is that our external world can deeply impact our internal world. And so when it comes to cleaning, now is the time to clean. Even if you're not doing deep cleaning or, doing the KonMari method or anything like that, where half of your stuff is going to be donated, cleaning your space, making sure that the floors are clean, the surfaces are clean, you vacuumed, you put away things in their homes where they belong. And if they don't have a home, you found one, or you've eliminated that thing, can create a clear mindset for yourself when you see a clear environment. And even if that's just your room, maybe you're living with other people, creating a clear space in even just one of your rooms can really open up for mental clarity as well. So that's the physical detoxification in our environment, and then there is actual bodily detoxification. So in the springtime, medicinally, traditional Chinese medicine also practices that type of detoxification, where they often enlist different types of herbs and foods and even fasting to help the body eliminate toxins and byproducts from past illnesses and from digestion. Now, the only thing that I'll say about that on this video, besides just bringing up the idea of detoxing because it's the spring, is the importance of understanding your detox pathways. Oftentimes we'll maybe get a detoxification kit or something, maybe at a health food store, or maybe we'll start juicing, and we're basically getting these herbs and these fruits that are instructing our body, hey, now is the time to let go of all these toxins you've been holding on to. And something I want to remind you of is that we have different detox pathways. So that includes our bowel movements. That's a pathway that toxins and byproducts are released from. We have our urine, where we excrete out byproducts, things that no longer serve us. But we also have our sweat glands, where we sweat out byproducts and toxins and things like that. And so making sure that all of your detox pathways are open through exercise, maybe through going through a sauna, allowing yourself to sweat, making sure you're drinking enough water, that way you urinate and to help with digestion, making sure you're eating enough fiber and raw fiber, resistant fiber to help with bowel movements. That way when you are taking these maybe herbs or supplements that allow your body to detoxify maybe heavy metals or other environmental toxins, to make sure that once they're actually excreted and they're in the bloodstream, your body can immediately actually detoxify them. So in the planner, I'm gonna read this off. Mediterranean and Celtic cultures used to celebrate the spring equinox as a marriage between goddess and god. And in the West, we enjoy celebrating romantic love in February nowadays, but it's important to also practice platonic love, especially right now because where a lot of us are practicing social distancing. The act of reaching out to friends and family members, showing love, showing that you care, can create such deep ripple effects in other people's lives, especially at a time like this where it's very easy for us to be hard on ourselves, get into our own like brain fog because we're maybe not going out enough and we aren't getting that social communication that really helps our souls as, you know, community-based organisms. And by making someone else feel happy can make you feel happy. So practicing love at a time like this is so great. And that includes self-love. So taking time for yourself, turning off the phone, maybe taking the bath, looking at different ways that you can communicate and manifest love into the world, especially in such a dark and trying time like this, can be very powerful. Sunlight, vitamin D, I've talked about this in plenty of other videos, but sun exposure is so vital when it comes to our mental health, including depression and anxiety. It's so important when it comes to our immune health. It can actually prevent autoimmune conditions. It can help for us to fight, for our immune system to fight infection and disease. Vitamin D is so important for the production of melatonin to help us have more of a deep and restful sleep. Vitamin D and its many forms are also considered to be hormones. They can help with the balancing out of our hormones. So getting outside, especially in the springtime when the sun is out, is such a good thing. And something that I like to do, especially in a time like this of social distancing, is to go out first thing in the morning when the sun is coming up. That's when the air is the freshest. That's when there's the least people outside. And by moving and going for a walk, you're also helping your lymphatic system, you're helping with circulation, and you're getting to see all the pretty and new baby plants and flowers out in nature. Now, if you follow the moon phases and you practice full and new moon rituals or practices, you know that the full moon is a time to release and let go of what no longer serves us, because the full moon is like a culmination point where we're seeing the product of all of our work. We're seeing the fruits of our labor. And in the springtime, this is the time where we're also seeing the fruits of our labor, and we're also able to reflect on what worked and what didn't work for us in the winter. Sitting down and writing prompts, like maybe exploring and asking yourself, like, what are grudges that I'm holding that I need to release? Why have I not released them yet? What does this mean to me? And exploring these things, along with asking ourselves, what are our limiting beliefs? What are our mindset shifts that I can create to help me actually prosper and bloom in the springtime, can also be something that is very timely and in alignment with nature. And yeah, all right guys, I hope you like this super ranty video, but I absolutely love making videos like these and talking about how we can stay aligned with nature. You know, just by our circadian rhythms, we already know that we're supposed to rise and set with the sun, and our brain, our mental health, our immunity, Our digestion is all based off of our sleeping patterns. And so that alone is a way that we can stay aligned with nature, and that our body has to do that for survival. So imagine all the other ways that we can take cues from nature to help us take care of ourselves. With all that said, be sure to check out the Align Life Planner and check out all the different features that I mentioned. This is the biggest way you can support me as a creator. I would love to send you this planner if you want to purchase one and support me, but also just support yourself, staying aligned with nature. Whew, that was a mouthful. With all that said, I will see you in the next one. This is Alina Live, and remember guys, be gentle with yourself, because life is about the journey and not the destination. Ooh, ooh. That was so bad. Okay, we'll see you guys next time.